Hey, what's happening everyone? SirJames coming at you guys with another video. In today's video, I'm here to give you guys a closer look and a quick review of the Obi-Wan Kenobi Legacy Lightsaber found inside Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. It was thanks to a friend of mine who wanted me to pick this up for him, gave me permission to take it out of the packaging and to share with you guys. So before we continue on, of course we do have some information. The Legacy lightsabers, as far as the starting price point, starts at $109. This is a good example of one of the more affordable ones. You could even find a Jedi Temple Guard one within that same price range. And it goes up to $200. For example, the one that's $200 is the one for Ahsoka Tano's, is because you get 2 lightsaber hilts instead of 1. Depending on which character you get, you may also get some additional components. For example, Darth Maul and Asajj Ventress actually comes with a connector piece inside the packaging, which will allow you to connect 2 of the hilts together. Luke Skywalker's, based on Return of the Jedi, also has another component, which will basically allow you to connect the blade attachment and so forth. The other question that you might be wondering is, what about the Kyber crystals? If you were to get Kyber crystals, no, these will not work with the Legacy sabers. Keep that in mind. The Kyber crystals will only work if you either get the holocrons or if you were to build a saber from Sabi's workshop, which is exactly what I did. However, one of the nice things you can do, especially if you're using it for primarily a display piece, is of course to get a Kyber crystal of whichever character you got. In this case, since we're going to be taking a look at Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber, what color blade does he have? That's right, of course it is going to be blue. So that is just one option that you can go with. But again, the choice is yours. So here, what you're going to be getting when you do pay for these is that of course you are getting the lightsaber hilt of the character you chose. You are getting this crate as the initial packaging. And of course, the logo on the front will be different depending on the character. And I gotta say, I do like the box. Even though it's just a plastic box, but I think this is pretty cool to get. I kind of wish this was an option to get like a blank box, especially if you were to build one. But it's cool nonetheless. One of the things that you might want to do as far as the packaging goes is maybe get some paint. If you got some paint, like black for example, kind of, rub it in here and then wipe it off to kind of get it in the cracks and crevices. You could actually make just the packaging alone pop out a lot more. So there's some customizable features. In order to open up the packaging, you basically press the button for the logo and it opens up like so. Then inside will be your saber in a nice presentation so you can easily display it on your shelf and leave it as is. Go ahead and get this out. And if you're wondering, will I be turning it on and igniting it? Of course I will. So here we have Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber based on Episode 1. Of course, you do have some stickers here which can easily be removed. This one down here is basically telling you to unscrew the bottom of this piece in order to get to the battery compartment, which batteries are included, by the way, straight out of the packaging. And this is just some warning labels, and there's another sticker here telling you where the on and off switch. So if you guys go look right there, that's your on and off switch. Again, this unscrews. But that looks really, really cool. Now, if you want to attach a blade, which the blades are also sold separate, you do need to note that there is actually a black cap in here. Make sure that is removed before attempting to do so. I've seen people state that they've been having issues attaching the blade because they never realized this little cup is in here. So do be noteworthy. Of course, you could also keep it in there if you don't plan on putting a blade, if you just want it for a display piece. Now, as far as the lightsaber hilt goes, for one, it's definitely a lot thinner. I mean, compared to the one that I have right here. There you go. Ooh, I was worried about dropping that. So in comparison, the hilts on the Legacy ones are a lot thinner and feel really good in the hands. And you could easily get some good grip. So if you want to do anything crazy and wacky moves, I would feel more comfortable doing that with the Legacy one compared to the one that you built in Sabi's workshop, because these are super heavy And I would be more worried about dropping an investment like this compared to something like this, which could easily be replaced and not lose too much profit. So as a little comparison here, let me go ahead and put this down. Now, do note that, actually, you know what? I kind of needed that here. I'm just kind of like doing it by ear as I go along this video. So for on and off switch, do keep in mind that this will not turn on or ignite or anything like that. So if you were to put the switch on, nothing happens. Turn it off, turn it back on, nothing happens. I felt like there's a little bit of a missed opportunity because in comparison with Savi's, again, the lightsaber that, ooh, there we go again, that I built, if I were to turn on the switch with nothing in it, this is what would happen. Once again. Then we take the legacy one, turn it on, nothing. Turn it on, nothing. So again, a little bit of a missed opportunity. I feel like it would have been just a cool added feature. So in order to get this to ignite, you actually do need to get a blade. This is actually the blade that came with my custom saber, but there are additional options you can buy because my friend also wanted me to pick him up a 36-inch blade, which I guess to give you guys a comparison for the size box. There you guys go, because I believe the one from Savi's, someone said it was 31 or 32 inches, and 36-inch is the biggest one that you can get. Is once you remove the cap, you're going to go ahead and get the blade, align up the pieces, you will hear a sound effect, and then you twist to secure it in place. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is, of course, reduce light here, because the darker the better, especially for the blades. I mean, this is a nice bright blue, but because I have these so bright, it wasn't going to show up too well. But once you have the blade inside, you'll be able to turn it on like so. And to let you guys hear the sound a bit more. I will say that the sound design on this is the same as Savi's. I didn't see too much of a difference besides the extra sound effects that you get. So again, this feels really good in the hands. And if you were wanting to definitely like duel with it, I don't know how durable the blades is, so you might want to do your research on that. But again, if you're going to go in costume and you just want something to swing around, this feels really good in the hands. You got really good grip, and you could pull off some crazy moves more comfortably compared to the custom one, which is a lot heavier and something that you might be a little bit worried with. But definitely a nice thing to have nonetheless, of course. You do need to actually kind of hit these quite hard in order to get that, you know, deflect sound. And as far as the blade goes, when you have it in here, let me turn this off. Yeah, it feels really good, snugged and secured. I'm just like kind of wiggling this around, and you know, there's a slight wobble to it, but not a lot. I know with the Savi one, you do get a little bit more of a wobble effect, but here it's a lot more secured, and it's definitely tight in there for sure. And in order to remove the blade, you push in, you twist, and then of course, you'll be able to remove. Simple as that. But as far as the lightsaber goes, for Obi-Wan's Legacy one, this is a great piece. It looks really good, and if you're someone that wants to collect all the different ones, then you're going to have plenty of options to do so. And you know what, since I figured I'm here in costume, let me go ahead and actually bring the camera down really quick. I actually have a lightsaber belt clip. So there you go. So if you want to take it with you to cosplay, again, you do have that option. You could utilize the lightsaber belt clip if you want. But overall, I think this is a great purchase. The fact that for just the hilts, if that's all you want to get, for $109, it's definitely a steal of a price. And like I said, you can buy additional blades, which will either run you at $45 to $50, depending on which size you get. And definitely a really good recommendation nonetheless. But if you guys have any other questions, let me know in the comment section down below. And the next video will either be me reviewing the Savi's lightsaber, or we're going to be going over the holocrons and seeing what characters that I get in my Kaiba crystals. But until then, I'll see you guys on the next video, and thank you, Daniel, for allowing me to showcase for my audience, and I'll see you guys on the next video.